Do you want to improve your speaking skills alone? Are you looking for effective ways to do so? Well, you've come to the right place. Speaking eloquently and confidently is a powerful tool, whether you're delivering a presentation, engaging in a conversation, or simply expressing your thoughts. But we understand that not everyone has the luxury of a conversation partner or a language tutor. That's why we're here to share simple, manageable steps that you can take by yourself to enhance your speaking skills. We're going to delve into the importance of understanding the basics, the role of practice, the use of technology, and how embracing mistakes can lead to progress. Each of these areas will provide you with practical strategies to empower your self-study journey. So, are you ready to take your speaking skills to the next level? Stay tuned to discover the best strategies to improve your speaking skills in no time. Improving speaking skills begins with understanding the basics of the language. Now, what do we mean by the basics? Well, this comprises three main elements: grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Let's start with grammar. It's the backbone of any language. It's like the rules of the game, and to play well, you need to understand these rules. However, grammar is not about memorizing a long list of rules. It's about recognizing patterns, understanding sentence structure, and knowing how words interact with each other. There are plenty of resources available that can help you understand grammar better. Websites dedicated to grammar explanations and exercises can be a valuable tool for this. Next up, vocabulary. Words are the building blocks of language. The more words you know, the more you can express. But remember, it's not just about quantity, it's about quality too. Knowing the right words to use in the right context is crucial. Online dictionaries are an excellent resource for expanding your vocabulary. They not only provide meanings of words, but also give you synonyms, antonyms, and example sentences, helping you grasp the context in which words are used. Finally, we come to pronunciation. This is often the most challenging part for language learners. But don't worry, it's not an insurmountable hurdle. Pronunciation is about training your ear and your mouth to produce sounds that may be very different from your native language. Language apps often come with pronunciation guides that help you hear and practice the sounds of the language you're learning. Remember, mastering these basics is not a one-time affair. It's a continuous process. You need to revisit them often, as you keep adding new words, new grammatical structures, and new sounds to your language arsenal. A strong foundation in these basics will pave the way for improved speaking skills. One of the most effective ways to improve your speaking skills is through practice. Now you might be wondering, how do I practice speaking a language when I'm all by myself? Well, there are actually a myriad of ways you can do this. Let's go over them. First off, there's the classic method of reading aloud. Whether it's a book, a magazine, or even this very script, reading the words out loud can help you get a feel for the rhythm and flow of the language. This method allows you to hear how the language sounds when spoken and can help improve your pronunciation. Another great method is to repeat phrases from movies or songs. This can be a fun way to practice since it combines entertainment with learning. By repeating the phrases, you can mimic the intonation and pronunciation of native speakers. Plus, it's a great way to pick up some common phrases and colloquialisms. Now, perhaps one of the most valuable methods is recording oneself. It might feel a bit odd at first, talking to yourself and then listening to it, but it's a highly effective way to pinpoint areas for improvement. You can record yourself reading a passage, telling a story, or even just speaking freely. Then, when you listen back, you can identify any pronunciation errors or awkward phrasing. Above all, the most important thing is to practice regularly. It's better to practice a little bit each day than to cram in a lot of practice once a week. Just like learning to play an instrument or mastering a sport, improving your speaking skills is a gradual process that requires consistent effort over time. So whether you're reading aloud, repeating phrases from movies or songs, or recording yourself, remember to do it regularly. Consistency is what will build your confidence and fluency in the language. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to practice. In this digital age, technology serves as a valuable tool in language learning. And today we're going to dive into how you can tap into this tool to enhance your speaking skills. Think about it. We carry around these little devices in our pockets that can connect us to the world. Why not use them to our advantage? There are countless language learning apps available that can help you practice speaking anytime, anywhere. They provide pronunciation guides, conversation simulations, and even personalized feedback. It's like having a language tutor right at your fingertips. But don't just stop at apps. The internet is a vast ocean of resources. Have you ever thought about online language exchange platforms? These are communities where people from around the world come together to learn languages. You can find someone who speaks the language you're learning and who wants to learn your language. It's a win-win situation. You get to practice speaking and so do they. Now let's talk about something that sounds like it's straight out of a science fiction movie. Speech recognition software. These advanced systems can analyze your pronunciation and offer corrections. They can help you work on your accent and make sure you're saying words just right. And the best part? You can do it all in the comfort of your own home at your own pace. So, whether you're using a language learning app on your morning commute, chatting with a native speaker on a language exchange platform during lunch break, or practicing pronunciation with speech recognition software in the evening, technology can truly revolutionize the way you learn and practice speaking. The key here is to be proactive and make the most of these resources. Use them regularly and integrate them into your daily routine. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to language learning. Harness the power of technology to take your speaking skills to the next level. Use these tools, stay committed, and you'll be speaking fluently in no time. Mistakes are not a setback, but a stepping stone to improvement. This phrase is a beacon of truth, especially when it comes to improving your speaking skills. You see, the fear of making mistakes often holds us back from expressing ourselves fully and confidently. But let's shift our perspective a bit. Instead of seeing mistakes as something negative or embarrassing, let's view them as opportunities for growth. Mistakes are like signposts on the road to fluency. They indicate where we need to focus our efforts and what areas need more practice. So when you stumble over a word, mispronounce something, or struggle with a grammar rule, don't let it discourage you. Instead, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward. Imagine you're learning to ride a bike. The first few times, you will undoubtedly fall. But with each fall, you learn how to balance better, how to steer, and how to pedal smoothly. Similarly, each mistake in speaking is a lesson that helps you better understand the language and its nuances. By embracing your mistakes, you're actually speeding up your learning process. You are becoming aware of your weaknesses and actively working on them. This self-awareness and willingness to improve are what set successful language learners apart. Remember, even native speakers make mistakes. Language is fluid and ever-changing, and nobody knows every single word or grammar rule, so don't be too hard on yourself. Be patient and kind to yourself on this journey. It's also essential to note that each mistake you make brings you one step closer to fluency. Each time you make a mistake and correct it, you're reinforcing your knowledge and making it less likely that you'll make the same mistake again. So let's change the narrative. Let's stop fearing mistakes and start embracing them. Let's see them not as failures, but as valuable lessons. Because every mistake you make is a testament to your courage, your determination, and your commitment to improving yourself. Embrace your mistakes, they are your best teachers. Because in the grand scheme of things, it's not about the mistakes we make, but how we learn and grow from them that truly matters. Improving your speaking skills alone is a journey, not a destination. As we've traversed the landscape of language learning, we've encountered key milestones. We started with understanding the basics, appreciating the foundation upon which language is built. Then we embraced the mantra of practice makes perfect, recognizing that consistent effort is the lifeline of progress. Next, we harnessed the power of technology, using it as a tool to amplify our learning experiences. We then took a step forward, not in spite of our mistakes, but because of them. Embracing our errors as opportunities for growth, we turned stumbling blocks into stepping stones. The road of language learning can be winding and steep, but remember, it's the journey that shapes us. Stay motivated, be consistent, and you'll see your speaking skills flourish. Language is not a fortress to be conquered, but a world to be explored. With determination and the right strategies, you have the power to enhance your speaking skills. Start your journey today.